Harper Audio presents Kisscut by Karin Slaughter, performed by Kathleen Early. Saturday. Chapter 1. Dancing Queen, Sara Linton mumbled with the music as she made her way around the skating rink. Young and sweet, only 17. She heard a furious clicking of wheels to her left and turned just in time to catch a small child before he crashed into her. "Justin?" she asked, recognizing the 7-year-old. She held him up by the back of his shirt as his ankles wobbled over his inline skates. "Hey, Dr. Linton," Justin managed around gasps for breath. His helmet was too big for his head, and he pushed it back several times as he tried to look up at her. Sara returned his smile, trying not to laugh. "Hello, Justin." "I guess you like this music, huh? My mom likes it too." He stared at her openly, his lips slightly parted. Like most of Sara's patients, Justin seemed a bit shocked to see her outside of the clinic. Sometimes she wondered if they thought she lived in the basement there, waiting for them to get colds or fevers so she could see them. "Anyway," Justin pushed back his helmet again, knocking himself in the nose with his elbow pad. "I saw you singing it." "Here," Sara offered, leaning down to adjust the chin strap. The music in the rink was so loud that Sara could feel the bass vibrating through the plastic buckle as she tightened it under his chin. "Thanks," Justin yelled. Then for some reason, he put both his hands on top of the helmet, as if to rest them. The motion threw him off balance, and he stumbled, clamping on to Sara's leg. Sara grabbed his shirt again and led them both over to the safety railing lining the rink. After trying on a pair of inline skates herself, Sara had asked for the old four-wheel kind, not wanting to fall on her ass in front of half the town. "Wow," Justin giggled, throwing his arms over the railing for support. He was looking down at her skates. "Your feet are so huge." Sara looked down at her skates, feeling a flush of embarrassment. She had been teased about her large feet since she was 7 years old. After nearly 30 years of hearing it, Sara still felt the urge to hide under the bed with a bowl of chocolate fudge ice cream. "You're wearing boys' skates!" Justin screeched, letting go of the rail so that he could point at her black skates. Sara caught him just before he hit the ground. "Sweetie," Sara whispered politely into his ear, "remember, this is when you're due for your booster shots." Justin managed a smile for his pediatrician. "I think my mom wants me," he mumbled, edging along the rail, hand over hand, casting a wary eye over his shoulder to make sure Sara was not following him. She crossed her arms, leaning against the railing as she watched him go. Sara loved kids, a characteristic most pediatricians shared, but there was something to be said for not spending her Saturday night surrounded by them. "That your date?" Tessa asked, coming to a stop beside her. Sara gave her sister a hard look. "Remind me how I got roped into this." Tessa tried to smile. "Because you love me?" "Right," Sara returned caustically. Across the rink, Sara picked out Devin Lockwood, Tessa's latest boyfriend, who also worked in the Linton family's plumbing business. Devin was leading his nephew around the kiddie rink while his brother watched. "His mother hates me," Tessa mumbled. "She gives me nasty looks every time I get near him." "Daddy's the same way about us," Sara reminded her. Devin noticed them staring and waved. "He's good with children," Sara noted, returning his wave. "He's good with his hands," Tessa said in a low voice, almost to herself. She turned back to Sara. "Speaking of which, where's Jeffrey?" Sara looked back at the front entrance, wondering that herself. Wondering, too, why she cared whether or not her ex-husband showed up. "I don't know," she answered. "When did this place get so packed?" "It's Saturday night and football season hasn't started. What else are people going to do?" Tessa asked, but did not let
Sample complete. Ready to continue?